You opened an app today. You saw someone's life, their trip, their body, their job, and for just a second, you felt smaller. You didn't choose to feel that way. It just happened. And then you kept scrolling. That feeling is much older than the internet. Leon Festinger was a social psychologist at MIT in the 1950s when he noticed something strange. People don't evaluate their lives in absolute terms. They evaluate them relative to the people around them. Always. Automatically. He called it social comparison theory. And it explains almost everything about why you feel worse after 10 minutes on your phone. You are not comparing yourself to others because you are insecure. You are doing it because your brain is running a program that kept your ancestors alive. For most of human history, you lived in a group of 50 to 100 people. Your position in that group determined everything. Whether you ate, whether you were protected, whether your children survived. Falling behind in status wasn't an ego bruise, it was a survival threat. So your brain evolved a continuous monitoring system, always tracking where you stood, who was rising, and what you needed to do to stay in the game. That system never switched off. Nicholas Hobson, a behavioral neuroscientist at the University of Toronto, studied what happens in the brain during social comparison. The regions that activate are the same ones involved in threat detection. When you see someone doing better than you, your brain doesn't register a neutral observation. It registers a loss. Cortisol rises. Attention narrows. You feel a pull to act, to close the gap. This is not jealousy. This is your threat system doing exactly what it was built to do. The problem is what it is now being pointed at. Susan Fiske, a psychologist at Princeton, has spent decades studying envy and status. Her research shows humans are far more sensitive to upward comparison, to people who have more, achieve more, than to downward comparison. We barely notice the people below us. We fixate on the people above. And now, for the first time in human history, the people above you aren't the 50 people in your village. They are every curated highlight reel of every successful person on the planet, delivered to your hand all day, every day. Your ancient comparison system was never designed for this. The mechanism that once scanned 50 people is now scanning millions, and it cannot tell the difference. It sees a vacation photo and registers, status threat. It sees a promotion post and registers, falling behind. It sees someone's body and registers, comparison required. The input has changed beyond recognition. The system has not. Festinger identified one more problem. People share their wins and hide their struggles. So the data your brain is working with is completely skewed. You are comparing the inside of your life, the doubt, the mess, the quiet setbacks, to the outside of everyone else's, and your brain takes that at face value. It concludes you are losing. It sends the alarm. You are losing a competition that was never real. So the next time you feel that drop, that quiet shrinking when someone else's life looks better than yours, you know what is actually happening. Your threat detection system fired. It scanned the group. It found someone ahead of you. It sent the signal. That is the whole mechanism. 50,000 years of evolution doing precisely what it was designed to do. You cannot stop comparing any more than you can stop breathing. The problem was never that you compare. The problem is that the group your brain is scanning now contains the entire world. You opened an app today and felt smaller for a second. That feeling is not a flaw. It is the oldest program in you, running in a world it was never built to navigate.